Hi, Todd again with Max Rhymes. Today I want to touch on brainwaves, and I know it's probably not your favorite topic to talk about, but I'm going to simplify it, so don't worry. But I really feel it's extremely important to understand, especially for those who have young babies. Now, what it is we're born in what's called a delta brainwave frequency. It's the lowest brainwave frequency. It's why babies are so spongy and they can learn so much so quickly. That's why babies learn foreign languages so easily, because they don't have to think about it. It's just being downloaded, all of this knowledge. In fact, they don't even think there's a limit to the amount of languages a baby can learn, as long as there's the teachers to teach it, which makes sense. But what happens is around the age of 2, we move into a theta frequency. Now, it just means the frequency speed is increasing a bit. And so the floodgates, which were wide open at birth, are now starting to close just a bit. Slower than adult, but faster than when the baby was born. But the biggest change happens around the age of 7, when the frequency changes to an alpha. Now it's really sped up, and now 95% of our behavioral patterns are established. Now that's pretty scary, because when you're talking 95%, our knee-jerk reaction stuff, our prejudice, whatever it is we might have learned through our environment, our family, our neighbors, our friends, whatever it is I'm interacting with, that makes me who I am. And it scares the hell out of me, because I missed this. I didn't know this research when my kids were young. And so when I found that out, I'm like, oh my God, 95%, what am I going to do? And so slowly I've been trying to chip away at my children. But I got to tell you, it's a heck of a lot harder to change someone than it is to condition them right out of the gate. And in fact, when we're dealing with adults, only 1 out of 10 adults ever changes their behavioral patterns. That's how tricky it is. So that's why we created the Max Rhymes series. Yes, we missed the opportunity with our own kids, but after a decade's worth of research, we now know. We now have something that we know works. And so all of the rhymes in this series are to condition your child with positive messages. So they, in turn, when they grow up, when they turn around age 7 and that brainwave locks and loads everything they've learned, well, guess what? They'll have learned all of those positive messaging. Sure, they'll get some bad viruses from the environment. That's normal too. But as long as we can counter that with enough positive messaging, then they'll be good to go and thrive in an otherwise stressful world. Now, I'm going to get into epigenetics in the future segments. I know if you thought brainwaves, but look, hey, look how I simplify brainwaves, right? So I'm going to do the same thing with epigenetics. And it's something you really want to know, not just for your children, but also for you. But until then, we'll see you next time. And again, remember, it takes a village.